How's it going, guys? I'm your host Caravan Gaming. Welcome back to another Adventure Quest episode. Okay, so for today's episode of the Tome Mage Journey / Nostalgia Quest series, we are going to be continuing the Devourer saga. Okay, and we are almost at the end. I believe we can finish off chapter 6 today. Okay, so, or part 6 as they like to call it. So last time we left off, we finished Strange Friends. Today we are going to do Attack on Granamore. I looked through the quests, some of them are dialogue only, so I believe we should be able to finish all the way up to a network divided. And then we will have part 7, which is very short, only 4 quests, and then the last part. Wow, it has been a journey indeed. Okay, this is one of the very first sagas, if not the first saga, that was, or the very first main story that was part of Adventure Quest. And as a kid, I have never really played through it before, so the fact that I'm going through it now, I can see that AQ's story actually doesn't really lose out to Dragon Fable in terms of story. Of course, animation wise, I would say Dragon Fable probably still has the upper hand, and of course you have the music and all that, but AQ has pretty good story too, if I do say so myself. So let's get started. Attack on Granamore. Caravan, we have received word from that Baaaabbbyyy Devourer is that the Temple of Hope is about to be attacked by the Galleon's network. The time of its final approach is here. Oh, alignment choice. Wow, a lot of choices here. I will travel to the Battleon Stone and go to the temple immediately. Increases good and unity alignment. I will happily lend aid if I am needed, but don't you think we should worry about protecting ourselves first? This one increases good and chaos alignment. This might be an opportunity to advance my hand by saving the day yet again. Increases evil and unity alignment, and you are on your own, unless of course you are prepared to make it worth my while. Increases evil and chaos alignment, or skip choice. No change to alignment. Okay, so very weird. Because like I mentioned in previous episodes, I don't remember doing this as a kid. So I don't even know what choice I made. But apparently from the previous quest, the shop that I opened up was the evil shop, even though I very clearly chose good the whole way throughout the quest. So I don't know if I am still aligned to evil or if the moral compass is bugged or something like that. But here, let's see, what shall we pick here? Let's don't you think we should worry about protecting ourselves? Let's go for good and unity. Let's be the good guys, because obviously there's no other choice, right? Right now the story is such that we are lawful good, and there's not really any way that we can do about it, at least for the story nowadays. Like even for Necromancer, it's more of good than evil. For the other knights, it's also more of good than evil. I'm talking about the Stormfallen faction. And yeah, there's just so many things nowadays that push us towards good. But I don't blame AQ for making such a decision, because that is pretty much the case for about 99% of role-playing games out there. You don't really have a choice to really play as the bad guy and do bad things and do whatever the heck you feel like doing. Of course, there is that 1% of games that lets you play as the bad guy and do whatever you wish, destroying everything, but those are far and few in between. The classical standard RPG always has you being the protagonist instead. You know what I'm saying? Lawmaster, to what do we owe your visit? I shall tell you, Dragon Slayer, but time does not allow me to repeat myself. Have the leaders of this town gather in front of the inn. I sense that you plan on going to the Battleon Stone and going to the temple. That's right, I'm going to do everything I can to stop the network. Before dealing with the army on another continent, it might be first wise to deal with the one that is even now arriving on your own. Wait, what? Army? This place is about to enter its next act, and the battle is coming close to home, even now. An army of undead has arisen in Granamore. Some of Amilara's friends among the undead are trying to aid us, but we are quickly being overrun. So this is still the old Duloc artwork. I don't know if this is the new, or it's just, I don't know if this is the old artwork or it's just him without his armor and his what was that, and his Khufu rider armor thingy, Khufu saddle or steed or whatever they call it. I suppose our little meeting of massive importance must wait. Let's go save Granamore. The heroes come to defend Granamore. What will we do? Ooh. Let them come, let them die. Whoa, what in the world is this? The artwork feels familiar, but I don't think I've seen this guy before. The Devourer, the Galleon, has returned to lore. After traveling through time and space for 1,000 years, feasting on the elemental forces of hundreds of other worlds, the Devourer is back to finish the job he began. His network of alien races gathers in massive armies while his agents of destruction work to create chaos and keep us from joining forces against him. Now the final battles have begun. We must keep the town of Granamore out of the Devourer's clutches. So let's go by ourselves. Undead Giant Moglin. Okay. You can just do Hydromancer. Although this Moglin was a giant among Moglins, he's still not as big as a traditional giant. But still beware, he's stronger than he looks. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so pets, I guess we'll just... yeah, I guess it doesn't matter what pet we use. Let's do Doomquake. Just in case our spell doesn't finish him off, but we should be able to kill him easily. Yep, done. So we're going to cut through the monsters pretty quickly because all of these do not scale to our level. Undead Paladin, level 85. Ooh, this one is going to be a little tougher, but I think we can still one-shot. And that's the old Paladin skill that is Holy Might. Okay, the one whereby you grow very big and then you smash into your opponent with your weapon. I like that they still, I hope that they still keep the old Undead Paladin in the game, because then at least I can still be reminded of how some of the old Paladin skills looks like. Holy Might is probably the most iconic skill for old Paladin, in my opinion. What do you guys think is the most iconic skill for old Paladin? Let me know down in the comments below. Right, for Necromancer, obviously it has to be Undead Mutant, right? It probably is, or maybe Undead Giant. They're probably tied, but I think Undead Mutant is the more popular one. To me, it was, ooh, look at that. Nice. Okay, I stand corrected. The animations look pretty good. Wow. Oh my, this is some of the best animation I've seen in AQ. Wow, oh my gosh, man. I wish we could return to the glory days and have this kind of animation. That looks so cool. Like the ones we have nowadays is just like, boom. And then the monster just explodes or something. That's it. We don't have any of this fanciful, you know, animating kind of stuff. I get that the team is a lot smaller nowadays, but it would be nice to see that return. I mean, DF is working just fine with like 3 people or 4 people sometimes. I'm sure AQ has a slightly bigger team than DF, though I don't know if they have any animators though. I know Dove does most of the animating for DF. For AQ, who does the animating again? I'm sorry, I'm not very sure. Is it Hollow who does the animating? Or is it Chem or IMR? I know either, I think IMR does the coding, Cray does the story writing, Chem I think does the coding as well. Who does the animating again for AQ? It's either Hollow or they don't really have an dedicated animator for AQ. I don't know. But yeah. I will never give up. If we don't give up now, we won't live to continue the battle later, Paladin. You are right, Huntress. This is not going very well. Everyone, leave Granamore behind. Meet back in Battleon. This is not over yet. We will get Granamore back. Oh, so they lost Granamore. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, done. Come on. Skull 8. Undead. Okay, oh, this one. Gigantic Undead Ape. Yep, we've faced off against this guy multiple times. I thought he was the fire element previously. Fire or dark? Yeah, this one is the earth element. That's kind of weird. I could have sworn he was fire or dark element when we last faced him. Fatalis. We can't act like this. We can't lose Granamore. We'll get it back, friend. This isn't over yet. Oof. Watch out, Yoga. Oops, too slow. Sorry. Wow, that was a fast attack. Yoga? What a mistake you made being the last to flee from the battle. Now you'll die and join our ranks. You'll excuse me if I decline the opportunity by kicking your butt. Ooh. Oh, come on. Undead Ape again? What's the boss? What's the big skeleton looking monster slash demon that we saw earlier? Come on, let me fight the boss already. Come on out. Stop hiding behind your minions. More minions, okay. Let's heal, let's continue. Undead Dragon. Demios. What in the world is this? Ooh. Oh, it's the big giant undead skeleton. I think I have some... I remember a little bit of this monster. At least the name sort of struck a chord with me somewhere. The giant Demios served as leader of many armies during his life. Now that is said that he serves necromancers and sometimes the Reaper himself. Okay. More minions? Wow, okay, this is a pretty lengthy quest if you're not max level. Well, I could imagine when they eventually revamp the entire Devourer saga, which is probably going to take years, I would imagine that the entire saga will be quite lengthy, especially if you have all the monsters scaling to your level. Yep. Blood flow. Done. Why is there so many? Necropolis Fiend. Oh, okay, fine. This is the boss. A mysterious undead beast marked with a number. What is the agenda of these creatures? Level 100, having 3.8k HP. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. He is pretty weak to water, so that's good. Yup, 2 hits ought to finish him off. We can't keep losing ground like this, or the Devourer will corner us, but our strongest asset is our unity against him. As long as we don't lose that, we have a chance. Oh, okay, that was a rather abrupt ending. Let's see what we have. Weapons. 4 of Granamore. We have Necropolis, Flesh Render. Ooh, the artwork for this looks pretty nice. Yeah, wow, I like the artwork of this weapon. This blade forged of steel-fused bone can actually summon a Necropolis Fiend's hand to swipe your enemy, infecting it with Grave Rot, reducing its strength and endurance. Wait, what? I don't think we've seen such an effect in the game before. Wow. Wow, I can't wait for this weapon to be revamped up to level 150. I know I've seen luck reducing abilities inside of the game before. Endurance by itself, yes, with the fragile status. But 2 stats in one go? Ooh, that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. And we have the Necropolis Tongue as well. This one, some prefer creature to give up its spine to make this weapon. Ew. Yeah, that's a little disturbing. So it's sort of like a whip. Okay, that is the attack on Granamore done. Beneath the shifting sands. Wait, what? Are you guys hearing this? What in the world? Do you guys hear that? Oh my god, do you guys hear that? Music! In AQ! Holy crap, wow! Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that indeed. Man. I mean, I think for AQ, they could add music to the cutscenes, but I don't think they can add it to the combat. Okay, so why do they not add more music to the cutscenes? They've obviously had it in the game before, so why not have it more often? The staff said that it was like difficult to change up the system or something, but the older quests already had music in them, so do you really need to change up the system, or has the system changed since then? Okay, so I'm not very sure, but you had music in the older quests before. Like, you don't need to add it for combat, but at least add it in the cutscenes. That'll be pretty nice. It doesn't have to be original. Like, I mean, AE has a bunch of really amazing soundtracks that they could use. Wow. That was a pleasant surprise indeed. They should definitely do it more often in my opinion. And so the ship exited the void into open space above the Wall of Law. Some of us were placed in emergency transit to try to seek aid and to find our way back to the Order. I was one such. Skag, Maxwell, Anna, Hollow, and the others stayed. The ship was clearly going to crash. So at this point of the saga, we are still being introduced to new characters. As for the old characters, we don't even see them anymore. Like, are these going to be one-off characters again? This whole saga, it introduces a lot of one-off characters that we literally never see again. I think I said this point before, but yeah, it strikes me as very weird. And as for the main villain, which is the Devourer himself, we've barely seen him like what? I don't even think we've seen him before. We've only seen the Gallon. The Devourer in his like moon shape, we haven't really seen that, I think, so far, if I'm not wrong. And the baby, Daniel Stoneforge, has been fully affected by the cold due to the double agent's actions. His fate is dire and we are tied to that fate. The Devourer's forces will soon arrive on Law, and you are late, Terusif. The armies of the network already move against Law. What? This is terrible. Our journey and our flight has been for nothing? I do not know about that. Kulak and Kendra, as much as I regret to say it, I believe we must part company. Return to the Yugati village or Goginda in Greenguard and see what happens with Chief Madhu. What do we do after I see my father? If your village is safe, seek out your cousin Brontus in Ogathon and Kendra. Yes, Thorn. As much as such must pain you, you should return to the Ilani and seek your sister. It does not pay me. While... Oh man. I don't know why, I find his face very funny. I'm sorry. Whatever race you are, I don't know, man. I just find his face very funny. Am I the only one? I can't be the only one who finds this face funny, right? I may have more of an Yugati warrior's soul than a graceful Ilani's. My sister and I are close. I will seek out Lavistria. Where will you go, Lauren? As a knight of Lauritia, I must answer the imperative of the Sigma Directive. I will aid Terusif in returning to the Order and attempt to aid in whatever way I can. Though I do not know what good I might offer against the cold. Man, I swear to God, the names, very appropriate law-wise, but it's a real tongue twister to read. It is true then, they work in unison. Cartwright has acted in defiance of Zephyr and seeks to war against them in spite of the signs. And he is using many of my people in the process. Unfortunately, many will be willing even if the truth were apparent. Do you know that this Neel was once my home? Neel, sir, not Kelt. The Silari were desert dwellers. The harshness of Skraeling and the other deserts demanded that we build beneath the sand. Kel is a walled city, many of which have vast domes. Neel means submerged place. They were built beneath the sand, and in the case of our aquatic brethren, beneath the waves. I see, in light of what we have learned, what do we do now? We teleport to Cartwright at once. He has my people in his present army, and it is time to challenge him. Your will, Lord Scylla. Do not use that honorarium. I do not deserve it. I destroy your people. I shall not be called Lord. You may have caused our ancient ancestors to act dishonorably, Lord, but you have served with willingness for millennium since and always acted in good faith and kindness. That does not make me a lord, nor does it excuse my actions. You misunderstood the Lord's command. I chose to interpret it as I did. I do not seek to excuse myself. It is that legacy that Cartwright seeks to reclaim. Okay. Right, so a bunch of characters we've never seen before. No idea who they are. Like father, like son. Nightbane, once a werepire, half werewolf and half vampire, became a Dracopire by drinking the blood of 1,000 dragons. Now he confronts an important figure from his more recent past. E. Bellius. Oh, Vampire Slayer E. This used to be a class, a standalone class back then, but afterwards it got revamped and it became Night Hunter and Shadow Slayer. Yeah, it's split up into two different classes. I forgot what happened to E. Did he perish in the Devourer saga? Let's find out. Nightbane. Ooh. Oh. Nice. Look at that animation, guys. Holy crap. Not the most polished, but still, I can appreciate that. That's miles better than the standard ones that we usually get. I need what you have taken from me. I need it for your sister. I will kill you to take it, Edward. For the last time, I do not know what you are talking about. Oof. Edward, brother, what are you doing, father? This is not what you said. Wait. Hold on. This guy is Nightbane's son. This guy is Nightbane's daughter. We already know that. So if Edward is this person is her brother, then that means, oh wow. Stay clear of this scenario. I need the power of the Avatar of Death if I am to destroy the Galleon. Is this the first time we've seen of their relationship? I'm sorry, I'm not very well versed in AQ lore, but wow, so they are actually father and son. Nice. This is what you meant, that is what you seek. Father, no, you said that you loved me. Do you not love your own son as well? I've sought it since the time of your birth. I long sought to find a way to restore it to me without having to take your life. Why should my life matter to you? As Forsaken, I extended my power and my life and power by any means. I care for you, son, and whatever human part of me still might exist takes pride in what you have accomplished. But the time has come to end this. You cannot do this. I must. You do not understand, Father. I did not say you may not. I said that you cannot. Edward is forsaken, just as you are. He is on borrowed time. The Avatar of Death has moved on and taken a portion of Edward with it. I have a grandchild? No, Father. The Avatar has moved to me. It has found a new host in me. But Edward was already beginning my training to take his place. You, Sinara, you would, as he did, turn against the vampires and the darkness just because they are darkness? I'll take a new name to fit a new purpose, Father. I do not understand. My understanding is not that I turn against any individual because of who or what they are. I will hunt the shadows and act as defender against the creatures of evil that hide in the dark. You kill shadows? What have those creatures of the darkness realm done? No, not shadows as in the creatures, Father. I slay the gloom that blocks the light. The light I bring is not elemental light. It is the light of truth. Evina. What? Your mother. I see so much of her here in you. You, my daughter. Mother. What happened to mother, Father? I do not know. I had taken her to me and we had talked. I swear to you I would not and did not harm her. She was torn and upset. Tell me what happened, Father. I need to know. She said she loved me still, but also loved her new husband. Then news of his passing came. I see. I grew elated thinking her free. But she grew despondent. She said she needed time and then she vanished. I have sought signs and found none. I believe she may have done the worst of things. And Sinara, my daughter, you are nobler than any male of our line has ever been. I cannot kill you. Nor will it do you any good if you did. The Avatar of Death cannot exist in you. You are undead and no longer compatible. Then I will destroy the Devourer with my own might. Allow me to aid you. I am like you now. This is futile. This is not what I wanted. Never say that, my son. You may be forsaken, but you are still far better than I will ever be. And I sought to kill you, Father. Both of you forget me. I bring nothing save misery. The two of you are the only solace of my existence. The only thing good I ever created. I shall destroy the Devourer for you, even if I die in the attempt. He will die. The Devourer cannot be killed. This is not what I sought. Our father has always been headstrong and arrogant. Why would that change even when he is trying to be noble? He is going to fail. Very likely. Brother, where are you going? He may not want my aid and I may be forsaken, but there are things I may be able to do still. I may no longer be the Avatar of Death, but Death still owes me several favors, and I still have some influence over his agents. Brother, I plan on seeing this through to the end. Our father is going to die. Maybe, but for the first time in a long time, sister, I'm as proud to be his son as he claims he is to be my father. Mother, what happened to you? Where did you go after you lost your second husband? I need you now. Wow, I am suddenly very interested in the entire Dracopyre, Werepyre storyline. We might play through that after this. After we complete this saga. The Fall of Ogaton. Alright, let's go. I apologize that it took me so long to get back here. I was called away to select Celestia and had to lend aid to a friend who resides in the forest myself. No problem, which friend? The Master Artificer Hedin maintains his estate not far from here. That, however, is not important at the moment. We cannot afford more battles like that in Granamore, or what is now left of Granamore. Gary had to continue tracking the other movements that first drew me to Battleon. He is continuing to investigate as it is, but the events in Granamore clearly are related. I apologize, Duolok, for your loss. I have dealt with much worse saving Wolfwing from the Kula of Galginda and Kendra of Greengard. Finally! They are useful for something other than the quest that they appear in. Indeed. Wait, what's going on? Problems, Hami. Loyal Draco and elves in Greengard have reported a mass movement by the Brilhado and the treacherous Draco, as well as many Draco previously unencountered. The Ugati of Galginda have family in Ugati homeland. Homeland under assault by these Draco and Brilhado. Ugati, Galginda? The Orcish work for their own people and for their village in Greengard, as well as the forest itself. Interesting. And the Before anyone asks, yes, the elves have a term for their own race too. It is Ilani. This study in comparative languages, however, is perhaps better suited for a time where multiple armies are not spraying forth all over your backyard. I was going to ask where this homeland is, Falarin. You just can't seem to stop telling stories, can you? I am the Lawmaster. It's what I do. Ahem. Orgaton is home to the Ugati of this continent. Go to Orgaton. This movement is almost assuredly involved given the Divisionists' previous actions and Briha's escape. This time, however, we have a different aim and take the battle to them. Go to the front and assess the situation, judge the strength of their forces and return. Learn whatever you may. Okay, I will, and if I think they need help, I will help them fight. Increases unity alignment. I will, but if the situation looks too dangerous, I cannot guarantee I will help them. Increases chaos alignment. Or skip choice, no change. Let's go for unity. Do as you will, Korriban. Just come back alive or the Bravado may add you to the ranks of their undead armies. Okay, the fall of Orgaton. The Devourer, the Galleon has returned to law. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, this is the same. Except it's Orgaton instead of Granamore, so it's all out war across law, and that seems to be what these quests are talking about so far. But there's still a lot of one-off characters you don't see a lot of, and also we don't really see much of the Galleon. That's really my only gripe with this entire saga. You know, there's a lot of one-time characters that literally appear once and never appear again, and there's that doesn't really have a lot of relation with regards to the entire main story. They are sort of like side characters that you see one time and then never see again. And then on top of that, the main villain, after 6 freaking chapters, we've seen him like a grand total of I don't know how many times, but very, very little. Okay? Like, yeah, I don't even remember when was the last time we saw him, if at all. So that struck me as kind of weird. 60. Oh, more music. War drums. Nice. Holy crap. Oh my god. Wow. Dude. This is what I'm talking about. This is even better than some of Dragon Fable's cutscenes, to be honest. Wow. Man, that gave me goosebumps. Guys, are you seeing this? Can you believe this was AQ back then? Oh my gosh. Wow. The enemy just keeps coming. I have a bad feeling about this. Just because you lost Granamore doesn't mean we'll lose Orgaton. Now, ladies, let's be civilized. There's no time for arguments, only time for fighting. True, Brontes, let's continue our argument with the Devourer now. Win or lose this battle, his forces will have many wounds to tend. Let's go. So the Huntress is here. Where's Galric though? Why is Galric not by her side? Come on. That would be sweet for them to fight beside each other, you know what I'm saying? I mean, technically, I guess the Huntress accepted him or something after that kiss. But yeah, it's kind of funny you never see much of him anymore after that whole kissing scene. Okay. Draco power armor. Come on. Silari warrior. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is new. The Silari Draco are a different breed altogether. Oh, so this is a type of Draco. Wow, but we've never seen this guy before. I don't remember seeing this guy before. At least not anywhere else. Sort of, I think he's from like the Warp Force universe. He looks like artwork from Warp Force, somewhat. Draco Super Freak. Oh, double turns. Okay. Also, I heard some of the whales are back to donating Z tokens. Unfortunately, I have not received any so far. But if you guys would like to stand a chance to receive your tokens, then be sure to get in your one battle every single day to stand a chance to win some tokens, right? The donation contest is still going on, so there's definitely still a large chance to get your tokens. I can't remember when it's ending. But yeah. You should, I think it's ending soon. Okay, how soon exactly, I can't remember the exact date, but definitely try and get in 1 win every day so we can get a chance to win some tokens, right? Not that I actually need the tokens, to be very honest. I'm like basically set for life already, but you know, you can never complain about having too many tokens. It's like money, right? Whoever complains about having too much money? Okay, maybe Pablo Escobar does, but I'm no Pablo Escobar, okay? Undead Fan Siren. Undead Cyber Jaker, leader of the Jaker Power League. Yeah, this dude, look at this guy's artwork. Really cool. We definitely need to see more of him. If they ever do decide to revisit this part. Like all of these things, they are probably like one-off. Like they created all these assets and artwork just for this one-time use. I literally don't see them anywhere else inside of the game, and it's such a waste because I think their artwork looks amazing. Considering that you had this like way back in the day when artwork was very basic, but this is actually really good old artwork, guys. It could even fit in the modern context, to be honest. And we have the Wolf Brain Spider. How many more battles do we need to do? This is a bit longer than what I remembered. This action is forbidden. The Silari will fall back and lend their aid to battle Ornia. Scylla, baby, what are you doing? Strike the killing blow already. I'll do nothing of that sort, nor will my people. We reject this war as invalid and a violation of the Master's will. But Scylla, Omega is only following in your footsteps, carrying on your legacy. That association carries with it more shame than any other accusation I've ever heard. Your kind may have ideas about what my legacy entails, but you have no clue whatsoever the true purpose behind my actions. But nothing. The wicked association is ended here and now. I'll personally tell Omega about your betrayer. This will not stand. It is not I who am guilty of betrayal. I shall speak with Cartwright myself. Doesn't matter. I'll lead the remaining armies on my own. The manifestation shall proceed. Our cousins will abandon you when they realize our defection. We'll see about that. And Smith? Yeah, baby? You should tell Ryusei to be very careful. As the very first communicant of our Lord, I know him very well. What does that have to do with anything? What Cartwright seeks, he just might obtain. Briha, it seems that agreement must be acted upon early. How so, Minister? Scylla is correct. The Silari hold great historical import for the more superstitious and less realistic of my people. And you, Minister, what is your story, baby? Damn, Agent Smith, stop with the baby. I'm aware of how the wind blows. Service to the network ultimately assures our survival, particularly now that it appears that the Galleon rarely actually uncreates anything. What are you proposing? With the defection of the Silari, someone must carry the banner for you. Let's all of my kind leave. Briha, baby, you're hired. Excellent. Of course, I have no intention of actually fighting myself. That would be ignoble. But you run along and I will stir the pot. Okay, so Briha has joined in the fray. Very late though. Oh, and these are... oh, portraits. Okay. Portraits and house guards, I guess. Yeah. Okay, there's pets too. Brockkill Necrobot. Then we have your spells, which are guest spells. Silari Atom Blaster. The Master Silari Bardishe. I can't remember. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Okay. Artwork wise, not that fantastic. I would have seen the artwork of the monster that we fought just now though. That would be really cool. Then a network divider. Okay, last one. This should be a short one. The Devourer, the Galleon's plan begins to unravel in unexpected ways. And lastly, we have heard that Atlas Maxwell has been seen near Mount Troll. Atlas Maxwell has come back to law, has he? I have not forgotten his betrayal. It did not exactly treat him well. There was the issue with Lily. Enough. Atlas Maxwell I will deal with in time. Right now it is your incompetence that infuriates me. You might as well call yourself human. You are about as useful. Right, baby. Do not baby me. You could not even capture a single renegade Brilharo who was openly careless and practically invited your abduction. You failed utterly in leading the Silari against Ogaton. First of all, the governor of Kelner interfered by order of the Celestians. Secondly, you can hardly blame me for Scylla's betrayal. Valerian's meddling is growing quite bothersome. He has consistently indirectly interfered with our plans. Yes, but always indirectly unless we assault him first. Well then, we shall just have to trick him into violating that code and... you invite a war between worlds in order to disable him? Have you any idea the damage that would do? Lord Scylla. It might do damage, Lord, but it will be exceedingly effective. Exceedingly effective. By what cost? You seem to be completely ignorant of our purpose here. Or more accurately, Cartwright, you just do not care. I care with every ounce of my being. And what of redemption, Cartwright? What of the Master's goal? The omniverse shall be purified. The impure shall be annihilated. They are beyond redemption and completely irredeemable. You know better than both of our Lord and Loretia, the Creator. Do you? You are a xenophobic, racist, and a very evil man. Whoa! That's some big vocabulary for AQ right there. Xenophobic, racist. Wow. The fact that you may have associated my name with your efforts is a greater scar on my name than all my own failings combined. When the manifestation happens, we shall see. Do not speak of carrying on my legacy, Cartwright. You are nothing like me. Gary has done more to repair and carry on my legacy than you ever will. And he is 10 times the man you are. You are so right, man. Winning the Huntress's heart. He is the man, guys. He is the man. And yet in the end I will live and he will die. Enough. As the first communicant, I am ordering the Sylari to abandon Omega's armies. We shall not serve. Remain loyal to our true Lord, and contrary to your belief that Lord is not now, nor will it ever be you. I suggest you reconsider. I suggest you be very careful, for when you get what you seek, you may very well dislike it. I shall be making a full report to Ojo and our Lord. Still say you're not losing control, Ryusei baby? You insolent little... How very emo. And he says I'm worse than a human. What powers does that Agent Smith have again? Someone remind me? I'm sorry to disturb you personally, Doctor, but my normal ability as a communicant to directly commune with our Lord does not function when this far removed. Naturally. So an orb of communication was my best recourse. You're always welcome to communicate with me, Lord Scylla. Your loyalty is without question. I've just come from the front, Doctor. Cartwright has completely ignored your orders. He even attempted to have Smith take Amilara hostage. We are unfortunately aware of their duplicity. We are formulating a plan for dealing with it, but we may well enable the people of Law to do it themselves. To that end, Doctor, I have refused to follow Omega. I have assigned the Sylari to defend and protect Battleonia and the rest of Law. Skraeling is our ancestral homeland, and your actions are beyond repute. You need not defend yourself or your decisions. Your loyalty is unquestioned. But Omega is... He is correct, Scylla. I know your very soul. Your loyalty to me is beyond any doubt. Concern yourself only with what you know to be right. Continue seeking the signs. My lord, I have seen some evidence already. Very good, Scylla. Stand firm. As you will, my lord. Alright, so that wraps it up for part 6. Okay. I do not know how long the other parts will take. I assume the ending is going to be a little longer. Okay, but yeah. Very soon we are finishing this up. Probably 2-3 more episodes. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Peace out.